Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum people, I'm Kid. You're watching a car review and this is mine and everyone's favorite, the Nissan Z. This is actually Nissan 400Z, and have a look at this beautiful design and shape of this amazing beautiful car. It seems that this car is a combination of different cars from the Z generation. Z generation actually starts in 1969 with the 240Z, and most of the things like the hood, the lights, the grille and some of the parts from the exterior are taken from different generations of the Z. So this Nissan 400Z launches in 2022, and from that time onwards it's in the market right now. I was waiting specially for this car to be reviewed by me actually and to tell you guys what is new in this 400Z, and today we are going to explore this beautiful Z. So I have borrowed this Nissan 400Z from Quatro Motors in Russell Khor. Jump to the descriptions, follow the links, and if you need any car, you can say my name and get a reasonable discount. So the price of the Nissan 400Z starts at $41,000. It can jump up to $51,000. In UAE, the price starts at $190,000 and it can jump up to $260,000. The price may vary from the dealership to dealership, and if you add up some options, yes, there will be a difference in the price. So explaining the front of the new 400Z, have a look at this front. Let me explain you the hood first of all. This is the hood. It's taken from the 240Z, the old classic 240Z car. I'm posting the picture. You can see this is a line here and it's going like a Y-shaped hood. So it's exactly the same as it was in the 240Z. Even the front lights. So there was a concept car in 1999 of 240Z. So it was having almost the same lights as this one. So have a look at the lights, the LED over here, the low beam, high beam, the turn signals, the Nissan logo in the front, and look at the grille. So it's very similar to the 240Z grills. All the 240Z, 260Z cars, you can see the similar grille over here. And keep in mind this thing, so I'll relate something later on with this grille. So like totally I love the shape from the front because it's very clean. There are no vents, no extra things in. Very clean bumper, very clean hood, and with some of the lines taken from the old 240. This is the front look of the 400Z. So this 400Z is the 7th generation of the Nissan Z, and it looks beautiful with the two different trim levels. You have a sport trim level and you have a performance trim level, that is this one. It's with the different wheels, a different roof, and there's a spoiler at the back and many other tiny details that I'll show you in the interior as well. So the 400Z uses the same engine from Infiniti Red Sport 400 and the Nissan Skyline 400R V37, it's called in Japan. So this is the V6 3.0 liters twin turbocharged engine producing 400 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, 475 Newton meters of torque, 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds with the 9-speed automatic transmission and 6-speed manual transmission. So the side look of the 400Z, look at the side. This is the performance trim level. So you got different wheels with the red brake calipers, you got very nice tires. Look at the side, you got folding mirrors, and you can also offer these folding mirrors with the dual tone color. Have a look, this is a black color with the light in it. The door handle, so this is from the 5th generation of the Z, that is the Nissan 350Z, but a little advanced type of the door handles. You got a button that you can press and lock the car and unlock it in the same way. I love the back design from here, the old Nissan logo, and I love the design how they bring it to the back, because in the previous generation the 370, it was like a hatchback and it was just ending suddenly, but this is a long car, so it gives you very nice look from the back. So this side look of this 400Z. So the back look, do you remember something looking at the back look of the 400Z? Okay, I'll tell you. These lights are taken from the Z32, the 300ZX, the 4th generation of the Z, and look, it's similar. It's similar to the lights of the 300ZX. And I told you to remind something when I showed you the front grille. So these lights are matching the design of the grille in the front. So it's very, very nice. I loved how they just made a combination of different Z generations and bring this car in the market. So you got a reverse camera over here. There is a tab under this Nissan logo. You can press it and open this big gate of the hatchback, and you have plenty of cargo area over here, and you have to pull it down. This is the spoiler that you'll get in the performance version, that is this one. The roof, it's all black, so you got different color options in the 400Z. So when you will order the dual tone color, so all the dual tone color cars will have the black roof like this, and it's looking very, very nice and amazing. I loved how they match this area with the glass, because the glass is coming from here, it's black, and they have taken it down till here, so it looks really, really amazing. Coming down to the diffuser over here, and look at the exhaust, a tiny small holes in these mufflers, and it looks really nice. So we are inside the interior of the new Nissan 400Z. Look at the seats. First of all, let me tell you, there is not a much big difference in the older previous version 370 and the 400Z. Let's start from the interior. Look at the doors. Let me peel off the plastic like that. Look at the doors here. So they are almost similar. The handles, the AC vents, the buttons from the older 370Z, but some changes in the suede and stitching over here. Let's start the car because it's so hot. This is the engine start stop button. This is the key, a very much similar key to the previous all Nissan and Infiniti cars. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's start it. And the new things, there are steering wheel, it's completely new. The instrumental cluster, 12.3 inches digital instrumental cluster. The infotainment screen is a change, new. And you have noticed one thing. Look at these air vents, the AC vents. They are similar to the front grille in this 400Z. So much things that are similar to the grills, like lights, grill, and the vents. So let me tell you something about here. There's not much thing that you can do on the instrumental cluster over here. You can go into the settings like that. These are the settings. So press in the setting and you can change the display. You got 3 display modes. The sports, this is in the sports. So when you go into the normal, it will show you this kind of graphics. And then again, if you go to change display view, so you have enhance. So when you just click on the enhance, you will have this kind of 2 dials, one in the left, one in the right, and some of the tiny details in the center. So it's like a clean display. Then you got audio source, driver assistant options, lane, blind spot, and these kind of settings over here. You can change some of the things like in the sports mode. So you have to just scroll down. It will show you the G-force meter. It will show you the boost of the turbo, and it will show you the tire pressure and some tiny details on the left corner of the instrumental cluster. Talking about the dashboard, so this is a pretty much similar to the older version, but some of the changes. These gauges, you have it in the older version as well, but these are new because it's showing you the turbo boost, the turbocharged speed. So when you rev the car, it will show you the turbocharged speed, and you have a battery voltage. So you got the new air vents, the new screen, and there is not much in the screen that you can do. For example, this is a very basic screen. I have a problem with the Toyota and Nissan cars because they are not just getting advanced with the screens. Even the camera view is very, very basic. So there is nothing much, and this is not a multifunctional infotainment screen. This is a 2023 car and 2024 car. So the Nissan should give some advanced screen with the multifunctional screen. This is the screen that you can only see one thing at a time. For example, this is the brightness, this is the audio settings, so you will see the audio setting, call, and this is the camera. It will shift to the camera, and that's all what you can do. Even if you go into the menu, there is nothing much to do, like the phone. Click on the phone, it will show you all the menu for the phone. In other cars, you have the multifunctional screens, like it will show you them in navigation, it will show you the stereo system and all that in separate small areas of the screen. So I have a concern with those screens. So there is nothing much in the infotainment screen that I can show you, but you have the basic settings. This is the glove box compartment, and a very uh, common in the Z cars. You have the 12-volt port over here for your charging. So you have the same dials over here as you have seen in the previous generation for the air condition control. You have Type C and USB port. You have drive modes button over here. This is the automatic gearbox, 9-speed automatic gearbox. So you have different modes in this car. If you have a manual car, you will not have different modes. So you can select different modes as I have shown you from here, and drive modes you can select from here: drive, sport, and standard. So you have two modes over here. So this is the gear lever. You have a button at the left side. Press it and just pull it back for the drive. This is neutral, this is reverse, and there is a button for the parking. So this is the handbrake that all Nissan lovers would love, and you know why. Because these cars are mostly used in the drifting things, racing things. So this is a very helpful thing. Most of the people, they are saying that why is in the new car it should have the electronic brake, but I'm okay with this, and it's really nice. You have heated seats over here. This is the button that you can open the tailgate. You have two cup holders. One cup holder is this one, and the other cup holder is here. It's hidden under the this storage compartment, so you can just pull it back and the cup holder will be visible. So small storage with the 12-volt port, and you can hide it like that. Look at the seats. There are different color options: blue, red, and black, and you have a dual color stitching as well, like this, red and suede. So this is leather, this is suede in the center. So it's really nice, because I was thinking it's similar to the previous version, but when I sit in the car, it's really like comfortable feeling when you sit in those seats. At the back you have some small storage area, and of course this is a hatchback, so you have a storage at the back when you open the back gate. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, we are inside the Nissan Z400Z. It actually, most of the things are similar to the previous version, the 370Z. For example, the doors, the buttons, and whatever I showed you in the interior. But when you sit in the new 400Z, there is a little comfort level that you can guess that yes, if you compare with the previous version, this is a lot more better than the previous Nissan 370Z. And of course, about the power, it got more power than the Nissan 370Z, even the steering wheel. So the changes are the steering wheel, the instrument cluster, the infotainment screen. Not much big changes actually, but yes, the comfort level is much higher than the Nissan 370Z. It's on the same platform. The Z cars are famous to be driven on the tracks, like for drifting and all that purposes, and race cars. But let me try this thing, because this is 400 horsepower, 0 to 100 in just 4.5 seconds. So let's try it in the sports mode and let's feel the power of the new Nissan 400Z. So I have shifted the car into the sports mode, and let's try it in 0 to 100. It's hitting the 4.5 seconds claim from the Nissan that it hits 0 to 100. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is the problem of the Japanese cars. So when you start accelerating the cars in a race mode or something like that, the wheels start spinning at the same place as you have, like you're doing a burnout. So it's with all Japanese cars. The launch control is a little bit, I can say that, weaker as compared to other brands. So if you're into the drag race mode, so make sure that you have the proper timing so that wheels don't spin so hard that your car will be in the same position. Even though I have changed into the sports mode and everything, but still the case is when I accelerate the car, the wheels start spinning at the same place. So it's showing you more power, but yes, it's affecting the time when you reach from 0 to 100. So I guess if the launch control is more better in this car, it can hit 0 to 100 in quicker time. But I want to tell you something. Whenever you accelerate the car, so even when the car is shifting the gears, you will hear the sound of the tires. They are spinning. It's very, very powerful. So one drawback of the Nissan Z cars, the drawback is the seats actually. They are totally sports car focused seats, but you cannot move them upwards and downwards automatically. There is a certain angle that you can move the seat manually. Even you cannot move like as per your requirement. So I don't like the seat options. You can move them front and backwards like automatically, like you have buttons over here, but this is a drawback. So it's disturbing your angle, like your position. So the positioning of the seat, I don't like it. So this is it with the Nissan 400Z. Hope you enjoyed the video. If by mistake I have given you any wrong information, my apologies for that. If you want to see videos in Urdu language, you can subscribe to my channel, that's Car Kid Asia. If you have something unique like this one, you can mail me at this email ID. Do take care of yourself and my channel as well. Till the next video, peace out.